Trees might not speak like we do, but make no mistake, they are far from silent. Deep beneath the forest floor, something extraordinary is happening. Trees are communicating, cooperating, and even protecting one another through a vast underground network that scientists have nicknamed the Wood Wide Web. In today's video, we're going to uncover how this hidden system works, how it changes the way we understand nature, and why it's one of the most jaw-dropping discoveries in ecology. Get ready to look at forests in a completely new way. Let's start with the basics. Trees are connected by a massive underground network made up of fungi. These fungi, called mycorrhizal fungi, form symbiotic relationships with tree roots. In exchange for sugars that the tree produces through photosynthesis, the fungi help the tree absorb water and nutrients from the soil. But here's where it gets mind-blowing. These fungi don't just connect to one tree. They connect to many. What forms is a complex web of roots and fungal threads, almost like a natural internet, linking entire forests together. Through this network, trees are able to send and receive chemical signals. Let that sink in. Trees are actually communicating with one another. When a tree is under attack by insects, for example, it can release distress signals through the mycorrhizal network, alerting neighboring trees to the danger. The nearby trees respond by ramping up their own chemical defenses, producing bitter compounds in their leaves that make them less tasty to the approaching pests. It's like a forest-wide emergency broadcast system, completely silent to our ears, but buzzing with life underground. And it doesn't stop at warnings. Trees actually share resources with each other. If one tree is struggling, maybe it's shaded by larger trees or in poor soil, neighboring trees can send it nutrients through the fungal network. This isn't just random generosity. It turns out that trees are especially likely to support their own kind, same species, or even close genetic relatives. Some scientists even use the term forest family to describe how trees seem to care for their kin. One of the most fascinating discoveries in this field is the concept of mother trees. These are large, old trees with vast root systems that act as central hubs in the wood wide web. They're like the wise elders of the forest. Mother trees send more nutrients to their offspring than to unrelated saplings. If a mother tree is dying, it will sometimes dump its remaining resources into the network, passing them along to nearby young trees as a last act of support. Think about that. A dying tree giving its final nutrients to help the next generation survive. It's one of the most beautiful examples of cooperation in the natural world. Now you might be wondering, how do we know all of this is real? This isn't science fiction. Researchers have proven it through detailed experiments. They've used radioactive carbon isotopes to trace how sugars move from one tree to another. In some studies, scientists have grown trees in sealed environments and connected them underground only through fungal networks. When one tree was exposed to a threat, the others still responded, even without any air or light-based signals. The only explanation was underground communication. But it gets even stranger. Trees also appear to recognize strangers. If a tree is next to a completely different species, it may still communicate, but the support it offers is usually less generous. In some cases, trees even compete for resources through the same network. So this isn't some idealized fairy tale of forest harmony. The Wood Wide Web is alive with both cooperation and competition, just like human society. This discovery has also forced scientists to rethink how forests should be managed. In the past, clear-cutting forests and planting neat rows of trees was considered good forestry. But now we know that this destroys the underground communication network. Without the mother trees and the fungal connections, young trees struggle to survive. Forests aren't just collections of individual trees, they're communities. When we damage one part of the network, we affect the whole ecosystem. Even more exciting, this research is starting to influence reforestation efforts around the world. Some programs now focus on planting trees in ways that allow mycorrhizal networks to thrive. In some cases, inoculating the soil with fungi before planting new trees significantly improves survival rates. It's not just about putting trees in the ground. It's about rebuilding relationships. The implications go far beyond trees. If plants can communicate and share resources, what else is going on in ecosystems that we don't yet understand? Could similar networks exist in grasslands or in underwater kelp forests? We're only beginning to explore how deeply nature is interconnected, and the more we look, the more we realize how much life is constantly talking just outside our perception. And here's a thought to leave you with. Next time you walk through a forest, remember that you're not just walking past a bunch of trees. You're stepping through an intelligent living network one that listens, learns, and remembers. A place where life is quietly helping life, all beneath your feet. Let me know in the comments, had you ever heard of the Wood Wide Web before? What other hidden systems in nature do you think deserve more attention? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. Until next time.